Welcome to Company number 2. My name is Ecko, Fang, Greywolf. So before I do the video about what I said I was going to do in the other video, I'm going to do this video first. This video is why my name is Ecko, Fang, Greywolf, and why my legal name is James Williams Jr., and it's going to stay that way when it comes to getting a paycheck. Alright? As you guys know, I'm an actor. I am busting my ass to be discovered. I'm hoping that 99 is sending people here left and right. I hope that Hasbro gets a clip of this. I hope that Marvel gets a clip of this. I hope somebody who can open up that door and give me a job so that I don't have to work at what I'm going to school for, because it's not going to make me happy, and I really just want to be happy, or at least well off. And I know whatever job I get when I get out of school with this degree is going to get me into a well-off spot. But being well off is okay. But I don't want to be well off. I want to be free and happy, and I want to have enough success so that I no longer regret my life. Alright? Now, let's get on with this. My government name is James Edward Williams Jr. I am not going to give you my social security number, and my blood type is O positive. Alright? Which I didn't know until I got into the Army. After all those needles. And yes, I'm still afraid of needles, and horses, and flying cockroaches. So, that much you have about me. I'm mixed native. So that much you have about me. Now, here's the thing. As legal as it gets, I do not know how much it costs to change your name legally. I also don't know how that's going to affect my military benefits that I do not get until I'm 60. Because if I change my name, I will probably not be paid by the military anymore. For my leg, I get $300 a month, in which I have to live off of. I don't want them to cancel that because I changed my name to Ecko Fang Greywolf, and I love the name Ecko Fang Greywolf. Just gotta get everybody else to love it, you know. But I love it, so if everybody else doesn't like it, I don't give a fuck. It's mine. I'm keeping it. It is the closest thing that I'm going to have to my Native American roots, and you can't take that from me. Period. When I take off in the world, when my acting career finally launches, other than these TikToks and these YouTubes and these Instagrams, when it launches, you're going to know me as Ecko Fang Greywolf. That's it. I'm building myself out as an indigenous person. Alright? If they ask, I will tell them the truth. I am mixed native. That much we have. I am mixed native. I'm on my reconnecting journey. I'm hoping that everything works out. I'm trying to find out if I'm Chickahominy or if I'm Cherokee. Now, the reason why I said that is because Cherokee is the go-to tribe. My grandmother on my mother's side was told she was Cherokee. We don't know because she was adopted. My grandmother on my father's side and her mother is supposed to be Cherokee. But when I googled Charles City, it said Chickahominy. So I need to figure out if we're Cherokee or Chickahominy. And there's not enough DNA research to find that out. I am going to reach out to the Chickahominy tribe right after graduation. Right now, I'm focused on graduation. Now, why did I take the name Ecko Fang Greywolf? In alphabetical order, if I have to abbreviate anything, E-F-G. Greywolf is my favorite name. I have a character that I typed a story about called Greywolf. I do not know where it is because it can be up there. It can be in that shed. It's on those little floppy disk thingies that's like this big. They go into the old school laptops. Now, I have it somewhere, but I don't know the name. I had another alias to honor Brandon Lee and Stephanie Kramer, but Stephanie Kramer's still alive and Brandon Lee is dead. My name was Brandon Kramer. And I was like, sounds good. And then I forgot it, you know, when I was like going through these casting calls. I forgot it, so I just used my own name. And I didn't know much about stage names. And so I had another name, which was Fang Fang Chang, because my nephew who passed used to call me Fang Fang. So, now you know where the Fang came from. To honor my late nephew Ramin, I kept Fang. It wasn't going to be Fang Fang. Now, I'll tell you how that was spelled, because it was spelled completely in, like, Chinese. It was F-E-N-G-F-A-N-G. Fang Fang. Alright? Now, I would have kept that, except for there's just one problem. I'm not Chinese. So, that's not going to fucking work. I get mistaken for Filipino a lot, but I'm not. I'm Native American, black and white. I'm black and white and Native American. I'm white and black and Native American. So that's a problem. So I can't be Fang Fang Chang. Now, if the Chinese people want to call me that, if I get famous enough over there, fuck yeah, I'll be Fang Fang Chang. But I'm keeping Ecko Fang Greywolf. Because here's my reasoning, and you guys can think it makes sense. It makes sense to me, which is all that matters. My ancestors' voices echo from the past. My fangs of that of a gray wolf. Gray wolf has lots of standing, and not just gray wolf. Wolves in general have lots of standing in Native American communities, unless you're Coyote the Trickster. Anyway, if you have a wolf in your possession, I forgot what it means because I'm on my reconnecting journey. I'm still learning shit, but a wolf has substance in Native American tribes. And I will be honest, you guys don't have to like what I'm about to say. My family's not gonna like what I have to say, and I don't give a rat's ass because it's a you problem. I feel more native than I feel black or white. I always have. I just never wanted to tell anybody because I didn't want people to think that I was race jumping. It's just one problem. I can't race jump because I'm part native. I'm also part black. I'm also part white. I have made videos in the past about how I was ashamed to be black, how I was ashamed to be white, how I was ashamed to be native. But that was only when people of those demographics or those diasporas would fuck up. Miss Rainbird made me not want to be native. I'm sure you guys don't know who she is, but if you find my videos, there's a native woman who drove through downtown Los Angeles with a fucking Winnebago thingy or RV, smashing shit up, and she was drunk. 2 dogs were in the RV. One of them jumped out and broke both of his legs. Apparently, whoever she was dating, they had a tiff. She stole the shit. That was the only video I ever made that made me ashamed to be native. But then I didn't know about some things that I'm about to talk about. I did not know that the native genocide was still happening. I did not know that the native genocide involved natives being killed by alcohol, being killed by sugar, and being killed by other things that the native body was not generally made to eat. Now, as we have gotten older down the line, we have been able to adapt to all this shit. And like I said, I've never liked corn. Part of my grandmother on my dad's side is the reason why I don't like corn. The other part is that shit don't digest. The only corn I'll eat is popcorn, which is made from corn. But when you get force-fed stuff, you tend not to eat it as an adult. Because as an adult, no one can make you eat shit unless his name is Drill Sergeant. Because they can make you eat shit. Anyway, not the literal shit. So, if my ancestors echo through the past, I spell the name Ecko. Not with the long O, because that's a trademark and I can't take that. But I can still spell it Ecko instead of spelling it the way it's supposed to be, Echo. So I spell it Ecko without the long O so that the shoe company can't sue me. But I can still spell it Ecko. I just can't use the O with the long O. So it'll still be Ecko. It just won't be the correct way. It'll be my way, and it won't be the way that the shoe company with the rhinoceros on it, so that they can't sue me. And they can't sue me because I don't have the rhinoceros, and I don't have the line over my O. I just have it Ecko. Just in case they're watching, you can't sue me because I don't have the O with the long O. Yeah, it's spelled Ecko. But at the same time, you really probably couldn't sue me anyway because you can't really trademark a name. Not really. You can trademark a product and a name. And if your product is a name, there's some loopholes in there. But again, I didn't buy any of these shoes. I knew they existed. But I was trying to find a manly way to spell Ecko without spelling it like the Marvel superhero Echo. So if I spell it Ecko, how was that ready to be on video already? I'm sorry, I was distracted by Black Adam. It's only been in the theater for like 2.5 weeks. Still in the theater. Anyway, I saw it. It's actually a pretty good movie. Anyway, a wolf, a gray wolf, has standing in the native community. I'm not the only one with the name Greywolf. And me and a couple other Greywolves spelled it exactly the same. Greywolf. I like that spelling. That's why I spelled it that way versus spelling it excuse me. Well, just spelling it Graywoff. I like spelling it with the E. Plus, my middle name is Edward. So, Edward Fang Greywolf doesn't sound great, but Ecko Fang Greywolf sounds fucking awesome. So, there we go. And if I have to abbreviate shit, EFG, it's in alphabetical order. It's so fucking smart that only an idiot can come up with it. Behold the idiot. EFG. Ecko Fang Greywolf. You can't go wrong when you go in alphabetical order. EFG. So if I ever sign anything that says EFG, it'll be Ecko Fang Greywolf. And therefore, it's done and it's over with, and that way nobody can really complain. Now, again, my government name is James Edward Williams Jr., named after my father. I am never going to be my father. I'm never going to be as good as my father. My father has two younger sons, my brother Billy and my brother Gerard. All right? I'm never going to be as good as them. And they're younger than me. They have their shit together. They have families. They have homes. I ain't got that shit. I never got the opportunity to live. And that has nothing to do with them. That has nothing to do with my mother's side of the family and a bunch of bullshit that we're not going to talk about. But I am afraid to change my name legally because I do not want to lose the military benefits that I got. Excuse me. And the military benefits that I'm going to get when I hit 60 years old. Because then I will be eligible for full benefits. Alright? Because since I'm in my shorts, it's going to be a little bit easier to show y'all the scar right here. I don't know if y'all can see the damn thing. See that? That scar. I hope y'all can see it. Right here. Can y'all see the damn thing? Okay, there it is. So, the Army messed up my leg, and I didn't get to complete boot camp because I can't shoot worth shit. But I didn't know my leg was fucked up until Fort Benning, Georgia sent me home. And then like a year or two from home, I kept getting an ulcer. And so McGuire found it and caught it before I became completely crippled for the rest of my life. Now, had I known that I could have got a medical discharge, I would have my benefits now. I didn't know that. And we thought it was my knee. And then when they did the little thing and said, son, how long has your hip been fucked up? I said, my hip's not fucked up. The Army said it was my knee. Now you see? So I don't want to change my name because I didn't sign on to get fucked up. No, I signed on to serve and protect and die if necessary for this country. Now, James Williams Jr. has to die so the Ecko Fang Greywolf can live. Do not take that out of context. I'm not going anywhere. The Ecko Fang Greywolf has just started his film career, where James Williams Jr. has been working for 21 fucking years or better, because I'm 49 now and I started when I was 27. Might have actually started earlier than that, but I made my first film, Fallen Dragons, at 27 years old. With the help of a few of my friends, the Bowie sisters, Adrian Cow, Eric Chen, and Philip. I'm sorry, he's Filipino and I can't pronounce his last name. Lewis is African and I can't pronounce his last name. And there's a white guy whose name I can't remember. And then there was Bruce Johnson. I needed 14 people to make this movie. I was trying to make this movie for Millennium Studios, which they have that movie, which they never gave back, even though they told me they didn't do kung fu movies and all kinds of other shit, and we owe that to Tim Reed. Now just think if the script would have been flipped and they would have actually gave me a fucking job. Y'all would all know who the fuck I am. Alright? So that didn't happen. So then a couple of my friends and I, Jay Diz, CLS, we made this other movie called Path of Ascension, where they get to beat me up a little bit. And I had a friend named Charles, Jay Diz, and CLS. So they were kind of mad because there wasn't enough screen time for all of them on there. And I told them, I said, well, we can make a series if you want, But y'all have to give me your schedule so that we can show up and get this shit done. Now, about this time, I'm 35, 36 years old, and my life's about to change because I met my ex-fiance, and my life's gonna get better and then get worse. So while we were filming, she was always invited. She never really showed up, but we were filming in the Monticello Trail in the Ravenna Greenbelt. So shout out to Rodney, my brother Courtney Monroe, Prince Octavius Brown, CLS, J Diz, Devon, because I don't remember your last name, but he had a cameo as a news guy, and I played the cameraman, and I get killed. And then I'm missing somebody, I think. No, I'm not. So I had the series, and everything was going well, and then I gave it to my bro Bruce to go put special effects because he lost his job, and we won't go into that. But he lost his job. He went to Alabama, and my shit got stolen. That's why you guys have no idea who the fuck I am. I'm going to find a way to get this shit put together and try to get somebody to put it back together the way I had it. Now, if I can find somebody who can do special effects, you'll see that it was a pretty good project. It was going well until that shit happened. Anyway, that being said, I joined the army not too long after that. My heart got broken, and I really wanted to pass away. So I figured if I die a hero, they wouldn't say that, oh, this guy's a mixed drug dealer or some shit like that. Because the stigmatism with people of color is that when we die, somehow or another, we all know drugs. Or we all do drugs. Or we all are connected to drug dealers. I've never done drugs a day in my life outside of alcohol. Smoked some cigarettes once. Or twice. But I didn't really smoke them. I just puffed. And I didn't really inhale because I didn't know how to smoke a cigarette. I only knew how to light them and suck them and blow out the smoke. Because I didn't know you had to take it all the way into your diaphragm and bring it back out. Nah, I wasted so much money on cigarettes trying to impress girls. Don't do that. It doesn't work. Even if the girl smokes cigarettes, you know what it does? It means she has an idiot that she can lie to about having sex and never going to give you any of the sex and take your fucking cigarettes. Because you want to be with her so bad that you'll be dumb enough to spend $12, $13 on a fucking box of cigarettes. Because you didn't have to have ID to buy cigarettes. Because most people knew your mom. So, yeah, my mom's down here buy these cigarettes. Now, my mom never knew I even fucked with cigarettes. Because I knew that would be an ass whooping. Because back in the day, you know, I smoked cigarettes at 12. We used to just pick up cigarette butts out of ashtrays from family members and smoke them. My guy Reg got me onto that shit. God rest his soul. And if you're his daughter watching, hi dear, I never knew your name. I know you exist though. And I'm sorry. I miss your father every day. He was like a brother to me. So anyway, outside of that, you know, my dad caught me smoking once. And that was the last time I ever touched a cigarette until I came back home. And then I would smoke cigarettes, but I wasn't really smoking the cigarettes. So there you go. Because I didn't know how to smoke a cigarette. I knew how to puff and blow out the smoke because that shit was cool. Yeah. And I wanted girls. Didn't work out. Anyway, the whole point, James Williams Jr. has been through some shit. Ecko, Fang, Greywolf is just getting started. And so therefore, we are going to be here for a while. I've worked too hard, y'all. I've come too far to give up on my acting dream. Literally, I've come too far. I've come way too fucking far. From 27 to 49. Let's do the math. I would do it in my head, but math is not my strong suit. So, neither is technology, clearly. So let's see. 49 minus 27 equals 22 years. I've been at this business for 22 years. So that should tell you how long I've been busting my ass for this shit. Busting my ass. Now, I did get a chance to make a movie with this one group of college kids. Again, I told y'all this before, but the two producers of the movie, because one of them was going to be the star, and I'm not sure which one of them had the girlfriend, but she fucked it up. Both of the producers got to fighting. The movie never got made, and I spent like 3.5 weeks doing the 619 everywhere I go. Wherever there was like some bars with the middle section, like, you know, like you have the staircase and they have like the double bars. I would find those things. Thank God I'm short. And I could do the 619, Rey Mysterio style. Catch them motherfuckers under my armpits and just go through that shit. Awesome! Because that's what they wanted. So it's like, I watched Rey Mysterio do it. It's like, oh, I can do this, I can do this. And the good news is, I'm smaller than Rey Mysterio. I'm 5'3.5". Rey Mysterio's like 5'7", 5'8", somewhere in there. I think he's like 5'6", 5'6", 5'7". Shout out to Rey Mysterio. And thank you very much. Because doing the 619, I love doing the 619. The problem is, the film never got made. It got scrapped. And you know when they told me? On the due date that we were supposed to film. And you know, there's a funny thing about that, because I made another movie called The Dragon's Breath. Everything was set. Had all the people. I have it somewhere over there, somewhere. In The Dragon's Breath. The same shit happened, only I was in charge. The movie was going to be made. The movie did get made. The problem was, the lead actress quit the day we were about to start filming. Like, not even the day, like 2 days. Because it's like, okay, we're filming on Monday. Are you ready? She's like, yeah, about that. I can't film. She made it to a rehearsal. So, Gita, I hope you're doing well. And I told her, I was like, look, if you ever make it to Hollywood or Bollywood, yeah, you can't, like, renege on shit. You signed the contract. But I'm nobody. So it wasn't like I could sue her anyway. And I would never have done that because she's helping me out, you know. This was like a film with nobody getting paid. And Mr. Lee, Mr. Hector Lee, an angel, man. And I'm sorry that I failed you. I'm so sorry that I failed you. But it's not over. It's not over. Netflix, give me a job. Spotify, somebody, give me a job. All of you guys, push me to these people that's doing streaming services. Netflix, Amazon Prime, even though they're going through some bullshit with the Amazon workers. What the hell, Hulu. There's like Tubi. Look, I'm an actor. You guys are doing streaming services. There's no reason why I shouldn't be working. There really isn't. I can adjust my attitude. I am a team player when it comes to being in front of that camera and being able to work with other actors. Might need an acting coach because I'm out of the acting loop, but I'm ready to go, and I damn sure would love to be on Days of Our Lives at least once. Anyway, that being said, I'm not going to change my name legally from James Williams Jr. to Ecko Fang Greywolf. It is a possibility, but I won't do it until I find out from the military how this works, because I'm still legally the same guy, just have a new legal name. And since I'm graduating from the college with the name James Williams Jr., I don't know how it will work on the graduation, like, because I done went to school with James Williams Jr. for this long, which means those papers are going to be James Williams Jr. when I get out of school. So I don't know how that would work with the degree. You see, so I legally really am stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if I get a job with police science or criminal justice, it has to be under the name James Williams Jr. You understand? I have a check over here from a company that I need to write to and send it back to them and see if they can send it back and we can work something out. I will work for them. Trust me, I will work for you. But you got to send me the check in my legal name. They sent it to me in my stage name. And I don't think I can cash it in my stage name. But that being said, I thank you guys, all 203 of you, for being here and listening to my rant. I'm Ecko Fang Greywolf. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. Be seeing you. Oh yeah, I'm probably not going to do the songs tonight just because I have class tomorrow and I need to go to hell to bed.